will say this, and there's more to this story, you know. More, just because of the internet, I mean, I really want to say certain things. And when I said more, there are a lot more evidence. Let me tell you, a lot more evidence. So my sister need to just ease herself and go ask God for mercy. That's all she need to do.
Yeah, auntie that Santina was living with.
She's my
You guys
sister.
don't know anything about it. From Saturday down and Stacy over here chat. I want to Stacy don't know nothing. Stacy don't live in Jamaica anymore. So all Stacy take up with Pamphia and run with it, and Stacy don't know anything.
So did I call your name, young lady? Did I call your name?
Stacy don't know anything about anything. Stacy don't live in Jamaica. I am the one that Santina was living with. That I couldn't manage Santina anymore. Stacy talk what she don't know, I run with it, I don't know nothing either.
When I say you couldn't manage her no more, what that mean?
She put a blood clot. If me didn't know say Santina did I go down her father, what got through all of this, would I send Santina there? When I don't know anything, I want to get up on it, just a chatter, and then one dirty Stacy with the on TikTok and run with everything. I chat off her mouth and she don't know anything. You have a child out here, Stacy, you're not straight to take your opinion.
Let me ask you a question.
You're not straight to
Sugar. Hello, Sugar. So why you come up here and disrespect her like that? You don't need,
Stacy don't know nothing, because Stacy don't.
Look here, Sugar, you don't need to disrespect the lady like that. You don't need that. That's not needed.
Hold on now. Hold on. You say we don't know anything, and I'm the one. We're here. So, make we hear. You say no, you couldn't manage her no more. That you say no. And you come up here and defend and y'all are cuss bad word. I mean, a cuss bad word from a platform, my love, so I'm going to tolerate that. So, I want you to tell us what you couldn't manage no more. What is it that you couldn't manage? You come up here, you just went straight into attack mode. Come up, you attack. Why not defend? Why you attack? Defend what is happening. You're
not working.
It don't work. But some just can't. Jesus. Yo.
That you come up here for attack. Talk to me.
Timmy, pull her, make she talk now because she a bull dopey conqueror. Pull her, make she talk.
You say you come up here, you're strong and you might. You couldn't know why you send down Santina. You couldn't take her no more. What was Santina doing that was so terrible that you couldn't take her no more?
Make we hear.
I ask you.
We want to hear.
We want to hear what was so terrible, because at the end of the day, you come on my platform and you start cuss. You don't say nothing. You start attack your sister. You start going for the sister pitney. Miss, why you do that? Unmute yourself and talk.
Unmute her, Kimmy. The big bad bull, unmute her.
I send her a request to unmute. You come up here and you start wenting. No, she not call your name. Nobody don't know your name over here, so we just say the sister.
So, who are the sister that up there, so Kimmy?
Stacy. And then the other one where they have the little girl. You come up here, you're coming to the full-on attack mode. That I just tell we, all of we with upon the life, say you're guilty of something. Simple. What was Santina doing at 13 years old that was so terrible that you cannot take her anymore? But you can't unmute and answer the question because you know you're wrong. You ask for the girl. You say Stacey have a child in Jamaica if she a child fight for her pitney. We're not talking about Stacey pitney this time. We're talking about Santina that is not alive anymore. That is what we're talking about. That child that is in Jamaica is alive, lady. What was Santina doing that was so terrible that you couldn't take her anymore? She that fucking at your house? What was she doing? And that's my question.
Did I take your man?
You can't answer because you're coming playing a full-on defense mode. What was so terrible? What was so terrible? I have a cousin when I started high school. I could have never control her, but I never dash her away. I never give her away. Me up her. Me start out of your mouth because of one thing you're not going to do. I'm going to attack somebody where actually I say something. You come defend yourself like you think it's cute.
But Kimmy, Stacey up here all along and she was not being disrespectful. Stacey never called nobody name. She never called her name. So why is it she must come up here come attack Stacey like that?
So Kimmy, what you hear say make that little girl, you know, me know say she unalive, so I really are going.
I was alive and I add up our flyer, right? When I have up her something at the background. Exactly, Kim, Kerry, exactly. Because Kerry, let's think about it. You remember the first live, right, Kerry? You remember the first live when Stacy, Santina's stepmother and stepsister did up on the live and everybody attacked. You remember the live there? And we're coming to perspective where we had so much persons over. And when we finally hear Stacy talk and everybody talk, where I say the auntie shouldn't send her down there. She come up here now. You come up here in your full-on attack mood. No mood for say, you know what, let me try to clear the air. Santina, I couldn't take her anymore if I didn't know Santina. Miss, what Santina do so? What was Santina doing? What was so bad, lady? What was the wickedest thing she had done? Because I'm pretty sure I know, say, she's not the only teenager who get trouble. I know that for sure. She's not the only teenager that gives trouble. But you can't defend yourself. You come up here about blood. Miss, no cuss no bad up on my platform. No do it. No do it, brother. Why you defend something? You're not supposed to defend. Why you attack? You're not supposed to attack. You're supposed to be defending yourself. And you went in full-on attack mode. And who you and who sent for you? Lady bye. You can't.
She guilty of something.
You cannot defend
guilty of something.
You're wrong. But stop talking when I know you're wrong. Guys, let me ask a question. How much are we in the live deal with teenagers in our yard? None of we. Sometimes we want to
yes.
them head. Sometimes we want the things. If it wasn't the truth, Stacey attack, you wouldn't come up here and attack the young lady. Why you never come and say, guys, you know, I want to say condolences. You come tell the lady bad word. Lady, move your dibby self from right there, so. Your favorite cockroach. Move! Me not defend nothing. If me know say, me not attack nobody. You come and you attack her with your little dibby self. What was Santina doing that was so wrong? That is my question to you. My little cousin, when she started high school, brother, day in, day out, so my time they may have to say, and now 2 o'clock a morning, girl, I come from school. I would never dash her away.
Kimmy, you know that you see, you hear me tell us that Miss grandmother and foster parent. You hear me tell us that Miss a foster parent and my little granddaughter, she has 6.
So no, we have not heard anything from you. As a person that is trying to defend yourself, you could have come and said, guys, Santina was giving me a lot of problem. I was going through this, I was going through that. But you take your dibby self from coming on my life, come cuss bad word. Move. You take your dibby self and you're coming on my life, come class the lady and I talk about the lady picking move. Miss Carmen is a bitch, you know, and Carmen not take long to work again. What goes around comes right back around. Remember the days when Carmen take long, Carmen not take long now. You're not showing no remorse. Your conscience about that your lady go, hey, don't make me class you this morning, yeah.
So that lady Stacy's sister?
Yes, and Santina did live with first. And she said Santina was giving her trouble and Stacey said them beg her not to send her down there. What could Santina be doing so bad, Glacia, that you sent her away? What was so bad? What was her crime? She have sex? She have man? What was her crime?
Oh God. Me say Santina remind me of myself. Humble, innocent at that age. That's why I asked her, I said, do not send away the child because this battle is bigger than what you think. Don't do it.
You come up here, you can't change somebody.
And I will say this, and there's more to this story, you know. More, just because of the internet, I mean, I really want to say certain things. And when I said more, there are a lot more evidence. Let me tell you. A lot more evidence. So my sister need to just ease herself and go ask God for mercy. That's all she need to do.
But Kimmy, me tell us that Miss a foster parent and grandmother. And my granddaughter live here from April.
Hold on the line, Stacey. Stay strong. Shantea is depending on you for justice. As bad as all the father in a jail already, there's still justice that needs to be carried out. Him need to get something. Stay strong. She wrong. And she know she wrong.
She know her
Continue to
conscience
fight
about her.
for your niece. Fight for your niece, baby girl. Because you could never ever not wrong and jump and come attack somebody like that from my life. I think say me I go sit down and keep quiet a lie you tell. The lies you tell.
Are the Jordans with kids?
No, the little girl, Santina, that was unaliving Christiana by her dad. You go say you know
they don't they with it.
Yeah. You ever come and say, you know, do you know what I was going through with Shanti? Move your dibby cloth from yourself.
No matter where you did,
so where father they know?
Wolande, it's Exaga. Man for the hills. Where are you located so we can tell you? Right? Move! You ever jump on Neil. I'm sorry, Stacy, but me go class, sir. To out of order. Talk out of your mouth and don't make them shut you up. Santina depends on you for justice. Santina is depending on you.
Nobody
you hear what I say? Alright.
Nobody know silence me, know. Me just know what me know. I mean, already tell them what me feel. Me not have to go on the internet and feel.
And that's what they're trying to do now because they see you standing up with your sister. So that's what they must try to do because they must try to silence.
Everybody been calling my sister to tell my sister say, oh, you should never take the opportunity. All that shit. Like, you should never take the opportunity to go overseas. You should have stayed with your children. And I'm like,
thank you.
Weren't you the one who volunteered to take these kids? So why are you saying that now? Bad mind, dirty bad mind, jealousy. You hear me tell you? I will say it over and over. I say your mind and your heart is dirty. Because you never get the opportunity, so you're jealous of your sister. And because of that, her children had to pay. I'm going to put my mouth and talk.
I told her sister, you're going to come up in the public and behave like this. That was not good.
These are not the days of people.
That means you can't see our conscience up, but alright. We're going to tell you how the match are going to Mobile shortly. Who will have Mobile again?
Thanks for the gifts.
That's why she try to shut you up. That's why, because you talk and her conscience are bad, her ticks are bite her in her skin. She feel fire and she don't know where to come from because she's under fire. Lady, your favor went and jump on nail, make up it face. Move!
I tell them already, none of them now silence.
Terry, come here, send me a request, Kerry. Why you tell me all the town I'm going to be a set up so I can have you for organize. They say we not have no mobile though. We are talking about with picnic the miss. You know you wrong, but what I was going through with Santina. What were you going through? What were you going through? My cousin used to carry clothes at school, Stacy. And when school over, she changed. You hear me say? And gone about her business, and she never do her schoolwork neither, but we never give her to nobody. Me still have her, me still grow her, me still have her in my presence. You get what I say? Me never give her to nobody.
She can't, but me say you have to make fake profile to follow back at me. Okay, you want to hear what you need to hear then. So that's a fake profile. Why would you do that? Like, people just mental state something wrong with them. I don't care if them a family member or not. She's
not family. She's not. She's the word primary farm against Uno. She and a family. Your sister are mourn. Your sister are grieve. Your sister are blame herself. Your sister a good thing she'll get counseling, because if she don't get the counseling, she may have suicidal thoughts. And your only aim is to tear down the people without trying to say to yourself, they know say me need to talk up with you and tell them say, you know, say Santina did I do this. Me say you could have come in at the house and catch Santina have sex on the bed. That not give a right for that away. There's nothing she could have done that would have, but if you think if I had known Santina was gonna go down there in that situation, yes, girl, you're the sinner. Even if you know say the man they live in a one zinc up place and a one bedroom, you're still sinner. Move your dibby self from right so. Move. You would have still sent her down there. Because once your heart dirty and corrupt, you can't have no good mind, no good thinking towards nobody, and that is a fact. Come up here, come class the lady out of order. You're rude. Santina may not have your voice, but she have Stacey mother, and she have mine. She may not have your voice, but she have the whole of Jamaica voice. And your conscience about your long time big woman.